Hi there! Here we are, ready to close our journey inside the editorial tools area with our last tool, the Keyword Relevance Analysis. This tool, starting with a reference keyword, allows us to analyze the competitors to understand how relevant the use of each word was within their text, and thus to also understand what other terms are relevant to the topic. Once the analysis is launched, the data is loaded in real time, and we are offered three different tabs: Main Topics, Relevant Keywords, and the Idf Analysis. Main Topics, similarly to what we have already seen within the Analyze Keyword tool, shows us a whole series of topics that are relevant to the main one. So that if we talk about apple pie, we should also talk about recipe, ingredients, baking, best, easy, and so on. In detail, we see how many of the competitors in the top 10 use these terms, where 100% stands for 10 out of 10 competitors, 70% means 7 out of 10, and so on. And again, on average, how many times they repeated these terms within their text. In the last three columns instead, we delve into, again in percentage, how many top 10 competitors use these specific terms in the elements of H1, H2, and H3. Thanks to a color code ranging from red to green and through intermediate shades between these, for each of these terms we can immediately understand at a glance if the term was little, a lot, or not at all used, and consequently which terms are therefore the most relevant in SERP for our starting keywords and which one a little less than that. This same type of analysis can also be carried out in the form of relevant keywords. Here too we can see in percentage how many competitors in the top 10 have used each specific keyword and how so, thus within the main tags as anchors to refer then to an insight link, within the alt attribute of images, and in text formatting. Again, we can take advantage of the convenient and intuitive cell color coding for a quick overview. The last document we find in this table is the Idf Analysis. This is a very technical analysis related to a mathematical algorithm that helps us understand the value and relevance of certain terms for a document in relation to a text corpus, even if these terms were not necessarily used frequently in the text. Going deeper into the study of this algorithm might be a very good idea. But going back to SEOZoom, let's look at the document with respect to each web page in the top 10 for the relevant term apple pie. From the top left bar, we can first set a relevance threshold that by default starts at 6, but that can be changed, of course. In this case, we are asking SEOZoom to only show us the data from keywords that are present on at least 6 out of 10 results in the top 10. We can then also decide to add our own URL to compare the data with the rest of the first Google page. Thanks to the ability to sort each column in ascending, descending order and delete any terms that are not useful to us, we can have easy and complete access to the data we are actually interested in. We see the average keyword density, the suggested keyword density, in how many documents out of 10 this term was used, and for each result, we also see the keyword density with respect to each specific website of the list. It is clear that talking about keyword density nowadays is quite outdated, and this tool is not meant to push us to focus our work on this metric. However, it is still very useful to understand, looking at the big picture, how specific terms were used, how much weight they had within the different pages on Google, with the idea that this kind of overall analysis, together of course with relevant keywords and main topics, can help us refine and improve a text that we have created and on which we want to be even more competitive. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video.